following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out.
Believe it.
Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Keep following the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
See, a generator child's so perfect because you can demand that they act like a manifester. Isn't that insane? See, these parents get a generator child and they say, oh, look, a little manifester. I mean, really? That child is going to hear nothing but do this, do that, be this, be that, go here, go there, do this, do that. And the little generator is learning how to manifest. Natural frustration from the start. Because the parents know that it's really not deep inside, not awareness. But you see, they start the conditioning process. The moment the manifester comes, the parents say, look, we need chains, handcuffs, door locks. The manifester child with an open G. You see them when they're 3 years old with a harness on, and they're wired up to the clothesline in the backyard so they can't disappear. Because you know damn well with an open G that if they go off somewhere, they're never coming back. And nothing will stop them. Manifester children are the only babies that are ever on leashes. Well, it's true. People walk around with their manifester babies on a leash. Don't want them to get away from us.
Yo, listen, the voice of reason. I'm going to bring you voices from all over the world that I've never heard. I'm hearing that guy's voice for the first time just like you. Ra'uruhu got you. But I do know what he's talking about. He's talking about an astrological, numerological, new technology basically called human design, where people are generators, manifesting generators, manifestors. I'm a manifesting generator on the 3-5 line. So I understand what he's saying. I get it. I don't like that I'm on the 3-5 line, but I get it. You guys should look up your human design. It's very interesting. And it ties into what we're talking about tonight. The only way to go into a relationship clean is to start the healing process. Healing is not complex. Healing is about non-judgmental observation. You go look for the shadow. You engage the shadow, right? You empathize with your shadow. You don't judge it. You don't condemn it. You don't label it. Krishnamurti called that choiceless awareness, right? But you were taught to be afraid of the dark. You don't understand that the answers to you are in the dark. Do you understand? That's the only way you're going to take your inverted relationship approach and realign it. You go into the relationship looking for self. How am I going to show up? Who am I today? What triggers will be triggered today? How will I respond? Will I respond or will I react? If I'm triggered to such a degree, I may react from my limbic system, from my old reptilian brain. The limbic system might hijack my frontal lobe, but if I'm conscious and aware and I want to stay conscious and aware, maybe I can build up this muscle so I can stay in my frontal lobe, which is my reasoning space. That's what this is how you uncover yourself. It is the university of self-knowledge. Anything you discover about yourself, you are to embrace with love. That's what individuation is. You're merging the shadow with the mask, the unconscious with the conscious. If you don't do that, you're attached. Wherever there's attachment, there's a desire. Wherever there's desire, there is seeking. Do you see? They say, what's wrong with desire and seeking? It means you don't have it. But that's an illusion because you were born with it. You just don't know how to unlock it. So instead of seeking outwardly, you're supposed to be seeking inwardly. We got callers on the line. I'm going to stop pontificating. Callers from all over the country, of course. Let's get him in here ASAP. Long-time caller. Haven't heard him in a while. Good to hear him back. Bowman, Grand Prairie, Texas. What up, Bowman? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
You know, Zoe, what's interesting to me, people who are connected usually have a strong sense of self, but those who are attached tend to have something lacking, missing. So they depend on others for whatever else. They have no strong sense of self.
When you say...
And it's always something lacking.
Hold on. When you say strong sense of self, remember, people who look like they have the strongest sense of self may often be labeled as narcissists, who in fact do not have a strong sense of self. They've just put in a lot of effort to look like they do. It's grandiose, manufactured confidence, but it's confidence in the sense of con man, the confidence man. Do you see? It's not real. It's not substantive. So I hear what you're trying to say, but what I'm saying is oftentimes you can be fooled by a person who is performing confidence, who is performing a strong sense of self. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But the reason why they perform is because they have to be able to get whatever out of that person for themselves.
That's manipulation. We're not talking about those people. If you're talking about an authentically confident person, an authentically confident person, just like a secure person, would understand the limitations, their limitations, would understand I'm not right about everything, would understand I don't have the answers, would be able to allow others to contribute as well, right? That's secure confidence. Insecure confidence has to take the lead. There's no other position. Do you see?
But with that attachment comes fear, though.
What do you mean?
People who are attached can easily they tend to want to follow a crowd because they feel they don't want to be alone. Mm-hmm. They need to be a part of something. Mm-hmm. See, when somebody's connected, there's a constant thing that happens. But a person who's attached can feel disconnected, and they need that continuous source of stimulation in order to feel like they're a part of something.
Brother Bowman, you know I love your calls, man, because you get me in my bag. I'm listening to what you're saying, but the opposite can be true of the anxiously attached person too, because they can be aware of that anxiety and not want to engage and choose the opposite and isolate. They can do that too. It's not...
That's what I was going to say. That's how they recover, is isolation.
Say again?
That's how they recover, is through isolation.
No,
Because
well,
now
no,
they
no,
can
no, no.
just
I think you're skipping past what I'm saying just to make your point. And I want you to
okay.
engage with me like we're having a real conversation. What I'm saying is they don't always choose to chase until they're tired. Sometimes they just choose not to chase. The anxious person, of course, we're talking about. You have to factor in that there's a different type of anxiously attached person that isn't always trying to follow, be a part of. Sometimes they understand where that's going to lead, and they might become more anxious than they would like to be. And oftentimes they opt out of that. It's not just, well, I'm going to follow until I get tired. You understand?
What if they are an anxious person? Maybe they're a person who just gets tired of failing, and they get tired of doing the dance.
Well, that's
Like
what
the
I'm saying.
comments, us as men.
What I'm saying, Bowman, you got to speak in generalities. You're speaking in too many absolutes. Like anxious people do this. We got to go back to E prime. It's more, they tend to do this. They might do this. Some will do this, but not all. Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you to frame it that way. Does that make sense?
Well, let me say something. Let me say something.
I'm
but
with you,
yeah,
brother. Come on.
Some will tend to, us as men, let's just say some of us men, when you get tired of the rigmarole and you get tired of the being used and the clown dance, doing the dance, performing, and being used, that energy, you tend to tap out. You tend to like, I give up.
Well, that's an intimate.
Because you don't get the desired result of success.
You want to have a real conversation? That's an intimate quitter, because you went into class with the wrong agenda. You went into the classroom looking for a girl to satiate your wound's needs. But if you would have went into the class looking for how you have wounds and how they might show up, then you could have got something out of it. See, listen, I'm talking to you like I'm your big brother because I love you. We got to stop looking for women to complete us, to compliment us, to give us everything we never got. That's not their job. A woman will love on you when she sees you loving on you. That's real confidence for her. A woman will love on you when you put yourself first in your spiritual development. The moment you neglect you for her, there's no more respect. I promise you.
I get what you're saying.
You've been performing. Stop with the performing, Bowman. Can we be honest? Have you been performing?
Of course.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Get somewhere where you can get comfortable with the reality of Bowman. Whatever that is, good, bad, or indifferent. See, you don't have the capacity to deal with them no more because you feel like they're cheating in a game that your ass is playing. Stop playing the game. Get in and be the real dude at some point, right?
I'm always gonna be real. Real.
Not if you have an agenda to get something out of her. You're in pursuit of supply. Be honest.
Because you know me, I understand my nature, so I'm always gonna. The ultimate thing for me is to.
What I'm not gonna let you do
legacy.
is justify it by trying to say it's natural. That's what you did. It's in my nature. What is your nature, Bowman? To knock down as many as you can get? What is it?
To reproduce, but to cultivate that thing that I help to reproduce.
Hey, man, I don't know if anybody told you, but this sounds like Darwinism. My nature is to reproduce. Do you know we're the highest species supposedly on planet Earth? That's why we're running it. We don't behave like gorillas. Although there's less than 2% of genetic differentiation between us and a gorilla, we are not a gorilla. Do you understand? We run the planet. We have a higher conscious. If you look at our brain, we are self-aware. We're not, but come on, man. We're not reduced down to, I'm just here to have babies. If that's the case, I would have died 28 years ago. I had mine. It's over. My purpose is fulfilled. What's your attachment style, Bowman?
I have none, though.
Yeah, you
I
do.
Really don't have any.
Yes, everybody
You
has
think so?
one. Yeah, nobody was born a ghost. You've got attachment styles. If you start telling me how you was raised and what happened when you was raised, we'll be able to whittle it down and ascertain. Come on, Bowman.
I really don't, though. I'm being honest.
Have you ever taken a test? Have you ever sat with a therapist and asked them to figure it out for you?
Never.
All right, then. You ain't even did the work. I don't have one. And I'm tired of these women playing with me. You don't even know who you are. And they see you come, they go, him. We're going to get him. He don't know who he is. Get him. Get him. Get him, girl. They sick him on you. Get him. Bowman. Spirit work. Shadow work. Go to therapy. You understand what I'm saying? They see you. You a Vic out here. Don't worry, I was a Vic before. Yeah. I'm with you. I got stuck up in the parking lot. Come here. Put your hands behind your back. I got caught. I'm just saying, but I learn and I adapt, boy. Boy, do I adapt. You understand?
Yeah, but we still have to put on the shows, though, no matter what.
No, you don't. That's why you're getting played out of position. Stay with me, Bowman. I love Bowman. Bowman done came back to the show and cut up when we come forward. More from Grand Prairie, Texas.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you missed our KBLA Talk 1580 Town Hall, the Altadena Eden Fire, 100 Days and Counting, you missed an evening of reverence, reflection, and reality.
You gotta live in the reality because this is it. Every day, you wake up, is this my life? Don't stay in denial because yes, it is. Don't stay in bargaining where you're praying for a miracle and if it wouldn't have happened, then this is what I would have done. It did.
Our panel participants kept it real. Really real.
I think, number one, it's amazing to me how we ignore systemic racism in our community, and as a people, we've apologized for so much, but when will we stop apologizing for what we have paid for? Because the truth of the matter is we paid for this.
You can always count on KBLA Talk 1580 to give it to you straight, no chaser. When you love folk, you tell them the truth. Seeking the truth, speaking the truth. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Johns Hopkins University has found that just mild hearing loss doubles your risk of dementia, so hearing loss isn't something to ignore.
But hearing aids are so expensive and ugly.
Not anymore. Meet Audion Hearing. You can get nearly invisible hearing aids without a prescription starting at $98 a pair, and they're ready to use right out of the box. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, and with over 1 million customers, Audion is easy to trust. Visit audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
When you get caught in the rain with nowhere to run, when you're distraught and in pain without anyone, when you keep crying out to be saved, but nobody comes, and you feel so far away that you just can't find your way home. You can get there alone, it's okay. What you say is, I can make it.
So you have a choice when a relationship ends, how you want to handle it, whether it can be a painful experience or a powerful lesson in your life. And repeatedly for me, I chose that those relationships would be a powerful lesson in my life. So I learned about service. I learned about selflessness. I learned about compromise. I learned about internal happiness and how it would come from me. I always tell him, you met me at the perfect time, because I had grown and I'd evolved so much, and I was ready, willing, and capable to give the type of love that I wanted to receive from my husband. So you
Come on, Sugar Bear. She cooking. Sometimes you start off with a particular belief that you wholeheartedly and staunchly believe in, and then as life slaps you around to taste, you grow out of it. This is what I love about snakes. Snakes have no hands. So when it's time for them to shed, they're going to find a rock, something coarse to rub up against so they can loosen the old skin and emerge anew. Sometimes life thrashes you against the rocks to free you, right, from this shell of beliefs that you have been a soldier for. Sometimes, you got to go through it in order to rewrite it, in order to recontextualize it. You got to go through something, right, in order to undo something. Let's get Bowman back in here. Bowman from Grand Prairie, Texas.
Yes, sir.
But I love having conversation with you, and I'm not here to say you're wrong. Your reality is your reality. That's your reality tunnel, bro. And I love you, and you're more than welcome to call in anytime. But what I'm saying is, there is no woman you can get with that will be an answer to you. She can only be a question for you. You already have the answer. However you were conditioned to go about getting what you need to get from women, man, look, can you consider that maybe you were taught wrong? Maybe you learned wrong. Maybe what you think is the truth is actually a detriment to your growth. Your thoughts?
I was taught to love unconditionally.
Yes.
And me, I'm a secure attachment. So
how you know? You just said you didn't go to therapy. You just said you didn't.
I know, but
you didn't
that's
take
what
a
mine
test.
would be defined as.
How you
I don't
secure?
put a
You
title
don't know
on it though.
And now you don't want to put a title. Boy, hey, man, I'm finna get up and run out of this studio. Keep cutting up. I'm trying to help you, and you want to fight. I'm secure, though, but I ain't never went nowhere to do nothing about it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's what I've been taught, though, man. Like, I've been taught to give a woman the ultimate amount of love. That's just who I am as a person. I don't know. Maybe it's my sign. I don't know.
No, it ain't your sign.
I'm a Cancer, though.
Okay, it ain't your sign, brother. I love you, brother, but I can't let you do that. No. You wildin'. Hey, you wildin', Bowman. But we miss you, man. I guess this part of it. Can I just say this? Let me ask you this. What's your definition of unconditional love? What is it? You say you are designed to give unconditional love, right? What does that look like? What is that?
A person who loves a person through and through righteously, not only to themselves, but to that person.
I mean, you got a cool little definition, but do you apply it? Of course not, because you over here complaining about them saying you about to give up. Now, which way you going?
Let me take it back just really quick.
No, you can't take nothing back. You done said you don't do the attachment style test. You're not going to therapy, and you securely attached after saying you don't know what you are because you ain't gonna do it. Now, where are we at?
No, what I'm saying is there's times where some men feel they get tired of doing the dance, the clown dance, where they're just constantly entertaining because it becomes draining.
Why are you entertaining? What are you entertaining for? Can we get that?
Because it becomes trial by error.
No, stop. No, I don't want you to intellectualize. Why are you entertaining?
Because we want the attachment.
No, stop. You want
We're connecting.
Something. Just say, I want something from her. What do you want?
There you go.
Listen, man, I love you, man, but I got I love you. Hey, man, call in tomorrow so we can finish, because I have to go to the next callers. But, bro, if you don't call in tomorrow, I'm going to be very disappointed. We miss you, Bowman. Call in tomorrow, because I definitely want to finish this. You are not going to flummox me on my own show, because you tripping right now. Hey, I love you, brother. Guess what you just did? You don't remember? You brought Grand Prairie, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Bowman, my goodness. Let me just say this. Hey, May 31st, Zoe Williams, Ray Grady, Miracle Theater. It's going to be so incredible. No one has ever seen clinicians versus comedians. Oh, my God. It's going to be fire. Go to themiracleinglewood.com, purchase your tickets May 31st. Just click on events, scroll down to the date, May 31st. You'll see it. Comedy and connection, love and laughter. It's going to be fire. Go purchase your tickets right now.
And every time I feel afraid, I hold tighter to my fate, and I live one more day, and I make it through the
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Black Maryland Governor Wes Moore is hopeful about plans to redevelop the Commander Stadium site in Prince George's County. Owner Josh Harris will fund a study and demolish the stadium as the team eyes D.C. in 2030. D.C. leaders are urging Congress to act on a major budget shortfall. Black Mayor Muriel Bowser says $400 million in cuts are at stake and called it a fake budget crisis, noting even Trump supports fixing the issue. Black Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass's $13.9 billion budget includes layoffs for 1,647 city workers and service cuts. Hundreds showed up Monday at a city council hearing to protest the proposed job losses and reductions. In Atlanta, Rep. Nikema Williams kicked off the State of the People Power Tour Sunday to mobilize Black voters. The tour includes civic engagements and service projects in cities across the country. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Southern California Edison reminds you that downed wires are dangerous. Never approach or touch a downed wire or anything in contact with it. Stay away and call 911. Learn more at sce.com/stay safe.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcasts of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at WalkGoodLA. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or play stopped, opt out. Individual results may vary. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've struggled to lose weight in the past, this important message is for you because you could lose as much as 50 pounds or more with Zelfie. Zelfie makes it easy and affordable to get weight loss treatment 100% online. Zelfie providers can prescribe FDA-approved GLP-1 weight loss medications clinically shown to help people lose weight like Wegovy, Zepbound, and others. Plus, help get the medication covered by insurance so it's as little as $0 a month.
The doctors are super helpful, and the meds have been a game changer. It's the first program I've had success with.
Before Zelfie, I was unable to lose weight, even though I was eating healthy and exercising 6 days a week. Zelfie helped me not only lose weight, but I feel so much better.
Text GOAL to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie and see if weight loss medications like Wegovy or Zepbound are right for you. Don't wait. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text GOAL to 200-300. That's GOAL to 200-300. GOAL to 200-300.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. When that's not possible, tell me, can you ever stop? 'Cause I need somebody who will stand by me through the good times and bad times. He would always be right there. Sunny days,
అగ్గిపులలో నిండుగా అగ్ని ఉంటున్నది.
In matchstick there's a lot of fire.
కానీ అది నీటిలో తడపడం చేత ఎన్ని విధములుగా ఇచ్చినప్పటికీ అది అగ్ని ఆవిర్భవించదు.
When you make it wet, however well you may rub, you don't get the fire.
అదే విధముగానే ప్రతి మానవుని యందు కూడాను జ్ఞానాగ్ని, దివ్యాగ్ని, తేజోగ్ని నిండి ఉంటున్నది.
Similarly, in every man there lies the fire of wisdom, there lies the fire of sacredness.
కానీ అది ఎన్ని సాధనలు చేసినప్పటికీ,
that in spite of all spiritual
ఎంత తపస్సు ఆచరించినప్పటికీ,
in spite of penance,
ఎన్ని సత్కర్మలు సల్పినప్పటికీ,
in spite of good actions,
అది ఏమాత్రం మనకు గోచరము కావటం లేదు.
we are not able to see it.
సాక్షాత్కరించటం లేదు.
We are not able to see it in form.
కారణం ఏమిటి?
What's the reason?
ఆ యొక్క మనోతత్వము,
the nature of the mind,
అహంకారం మమకారం అనేటువంటి నీటి యందు తడపబడటం చేతనే ఈ యొక్క దివ్యాగ్ని మనకు గోచరం కాలేకపోతున్నది.
as it is made wet in the waters of ego and attachment, we are not able to get the fire.
కనుక ఈ యొక్క అభిమాన మమకారం అనేటువంటి నీటితో తడిపినటువంటి యొక్క ఈ మనస్సును వైరాగ్యం అనేటువంటి యొక్క సూర్యరశ్మిలో విడిచినప్పుడే ఇది ప్రకాశవంతమైనటువంటి జీవితాన్ని అందిస్తుంది.
When this is made wet because of attachment and also of that ego, when it is dried up in sunshine, you can get the fire.
అగ్గిపులలో
Listen. Yes, I'm going to make you struggle to hear the truth, but he said it. Attachment and ego prevents you from getting to the divine fire, which is at the root of your being. The ancients knew. The ancient African knew. The ancient Easterner knew. The ancient Middle Easterner knew. The ancient American and South American knew. Do you understand? He said there is a fire in you that is connected to divine source. You can't get it when ego and attachment are at the front of your life. The whole topic tonight, we calling it Black Love on symbol alone. We married. Yeah, but you're not married to each other's problems. You think you are until those demons come into that relationships. Do you see why? Come on, man. You wouldn't fly a plane if it had a 50% crash rate, now would you? Yeah, I'm finna go visit my mama down in Arkansas. No, you're not, Mom. Get in a trailer. Get in a wagon and come out. We not Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of us are just enamored with the ceremony, enamored with the process. Well, we did it. It's better to have done it than to have not done it at all. At least I was in a real relationship. A real relationship is when two people are working to heal themselves. When two people are sourcing the information that is coming out of the reflective environment that tells you, hey, this is what you've been suppressing. And you say, hey, thank you for that. Let me take it and go to work on me. Huh? Boy, if he don't put the toilet seat down, that's grounds for divorce. If she don't cook you top ramen noodles with chopped hot dogs, that's grounds for divorce. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get these callers in here. John, Mountain View, Hawaii. Pastor John, let's get it, brother. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Unemployed souls again?
Unemployed souls. Tell me about it.
It was what Tapped In said yesterday, but it was sticking with the spirit, the spirit of this conversation as well. We still ain't married ourselves, have we?
Come on. I'm going to sit back and let you preach this evening. Come on. Visiting Pastor John Gilbreth from the Big Island. Come on. We still ain't figured it out. Go on, Pastor.
The marriage itself has something to do with the purpose that you choose. And yet at the same time, what is your purpose?
My.
If your purpose has something to do with you, and you are choosing your purpose above everything else, like let's go back to that plane ride that maybe 50% of it may fail. If your purpose was attached to it, you'd get on the plane.
Yes. Come on, Pastor.
So let's not fool ourselves here. Preach. Your soul is more important than anything else out here in this world.
Yes.
So why are you choosing the distractions? After hearing what China does with goods,
yes, sir.
You still buy Louis Vuitton?
Come on, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
You know a diamond can be replicated and faked?
Come on. And more brilliant.
And you're at a marriage talking about which one we wearing.
My. Yes. And it's got to be at least 3 of your paychecks. Keep going, sir.
And, sir, if you ever.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Pastor.
If at the point of you putting on this continual performance, knowing that the simple fact that you performing is also your detriment, and you chose it.
Come on. Yes.
If you chose the woman, you know she's going to test you. Why don't you be Moses and stand up to the test?
Ooh, my. Be tested, brother. Be tested, huh? Come on, Pastor John.
I said yesterday, and I'll say it again. Your blessing is in that test.
Oof.
Do you know how many of me I had to fight?
Come on.
In my own spiritual journey?
Yes.
The violence is upon me, but my soul is telling me rest.
Rest, brother, rest. Guess what you just did, Pastor John?
Mountain View's in the house, man.
Come on, Mountain View, Hawaii is in the building. Do you want to bring your city in the building? All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Listen, we're going to take a quick, just a breath, a breather. When we come forward, you know where we're going to land. South Central Los Angeles. You already know what it is. Let's get it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
When you turn to the Employment Development Department, we'll help you get there. Whether it's support for you and your family while you find a new job, or the resources to focus on your recovery after illness or injury, we can help you move forward. From support while you bond with your newborn, to helping serve your family while your partner serves our country. Your EDD. We'll help you get there. For more information, visit edd.ca.gov.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project. Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
The Comedy Connection series featuring KBLA's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady. We're going to transform relationship disasters into stand-up material live at Inglewood's Miracle Theater on May 31st at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My clinical team will disclose all of your dating woes, while the alpha male of comedy, Ray Grady, has hand-selected, supremely talented comedians to roast all of our tragic relationship choices. I dare you to bring your ex's phone number because Ray, he's going to text it live, and the crowd will be sourcing emojis. Tickets are moving swiftly, so don't hesitate to grab yours at themiracleinglewood.com before I diagnose your dating history as a pre-existing condition.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Problem is always that we mistake the idea of love for attachment. You know, we imagine that the grasping and clinging that we have for in our relationships shows that we love, whereas actually it is just attachment which causes pain, you know, because the more we grasp, the more we are afraid to lose. Then if we do lose, then of course we are going to suffer. I mean, genuine love is, well, attachment says, you know, I love you, therefore I want you to make me happy. And genuine love says, I love you, therefore I want you to be happy. If that includes me, great. If it doesn't include me, I just want your happiness. And so it's a very different...
Do you see? Also getting all mystical and spiritual, all the woo-woo. Love is woo-woo, woo-woo, love. Can you woo-woo-woo? Yeah, love ain't even about you. In that regard, with regards to giving it to someone else, it's not even about you. It's not something you keep a receipt for. Remember I loved you when you was down? No, it's not that. That's attachment. Pay me back. Acknowledge what I did for you is attachment. It's not black love, it's black attachment and sensation. Stimulation. You know, this relationship is losing its spark. We got to get the spark back. You're an addict. You're an addict for relational romantic stimulation. When you start to raise up in consciousness, you find out that God is everywhere. You, your woman, the chair you're sitting on, quantum mechanics is saying the same thing. There's an underlying force that connects everything. We don't even want to get that. Yeah, that's too deep. I don't want that kind of love. I want the kind of love that I can cuddle with at night, play footsies. We got a charcuterie board in the bed. You understand? I get it. That's wonderful, but that's attachment. For many people, it's attachment. Footsies is fun, though. Anyway, let me get my caller in here. One of our peoples. JW.
Hey. All right. Taking up my time, though. Taking up my time,
hold on.
bro.
You good. Come on. Let's get to the bridge.
All right. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, JW from South Central Los Angeles. Come on down. J-Dub, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic, brother?
Brother, I am growing and learning and realizing myself. I didn't even want to call in because I was busy multitasking. I told Andy I didn't want to call in, but you know what? You said something in reference, or maybe it's one of the therapists. They was referencing the person's ego, and I remember calling in. I don't know, about a year ago, and I said, in high school. Once I grew, because I was self-conscious and wore my emotions on my sleeves in elementary school, junior high, and high school, I grew up and, I didn't care how a person feel about me. And a young lady said, oh, you are arrogant, or you think you whatever. I said, no, I don't think that you thought that because you said it and it was on your mind. I'm just confident. And maybe that was part of my narcissistic self. And I wasn't aware of it because a lot of the topics that you always talk about, I was saying, wait, I'm just trying to find myself in there. And maybe I'm just lost and can't see where I'm broken. You follow me? But then also it made me realize that I had a certain quality, and I used to mention that to you a while back. And I've seen as I got older and dealing with life and reality and society and growing through those stages, I have gotten a little bit corrupt. And now that's what I'm going to tell you something. My name is Jimmy White, but I call myself JW because I was like Jacob. Jacob had to sleep on that rock and see them angels going up and down from heaven to earth, and he had to wrestle with that angel until that angel broke his hip because he refused to let go until he get blessed. And that angel gave him a new name, Israel, because I was like a kind artist. And I was like, man, you making me just reflect, bro. I'm going to slow down because I can blow your mind. I was just totally analyzing.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother.
I'm going to let you go, man. I have a lot to say, but you guys have to consume some time for me, man, maybe in private or whatever. I'll really see it.
So this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. For you, tomorrow, you call in early. I get you on early and give you a little space to say what you need to say.
Sounds good, man.
Sounds good to me, man. We love you, JW from South Central Los Angeles. Let me just say this as we wind down this topic. These topics are designed to be borderline incendiary. I want to push you out your comfort zone. Comfort might be like one of those scentless, tasteless, smellless gases that seep in your house and kill you. Has no taste, has no scent. You know, can't smell it, and it just kind of comes. Sometimes comfort is like that. Comfort can be likened, in some instances, to complacency. Right? Sloth. You were put here in the position of being a human being to experience something meaningful, not just something comfortable. And I love the way Raquel Hopkins put it. Raquel Hopkins. I love the way she put that. She was like, just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you. Somebody in the chat said, go where you're appreciated. You don't know if the devil is appreciating you. What you mean? Let's go to hell then. Well, what are you saying? Like, that's not a universal truth. Just because somebody appreciates you or it's performative appreciation doesn't mean they really care about your growth. Growth isn't always hurtful. It isn't always a struggle, but sometimes it is. I remember when my son was having growth spurts, I really thought he was going to be a 7-footer. Or at least 6'6". I was like, oh, we going to the league. I remember his knees were hurting him so bad. Like I had to, you know, the teacher called me. It was like 6th grade. Teacher called me. He was like, hey, you got to come get him, man. He can't get out of his desk. And he was embarrassed. He's in there crying or whatever. And I had to put him on my back. You know, sometimes growth is painful. Sometimes it's subtle. You know. But let me tell you something about comfort that might be uncomfortable to hear. Comfort is a good place to visit. It's not a great place to stay forever. I believe on a spiritual level, when you make it to heaven, you're going to be challenged spiritually in ways that you can't comprehend. I believe that. I don't believe it's just going to be one big soft cloud. I believe it's going to be more. You're going to be in the presence of the source of all that is. I think it's going to be something way more spectacular than you can imagine. And it's not just going to be comfortable. Listen, I started the conversation. You don't have to agree with it, but I do ask. Finish it. You finish it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper. You already know what it is.
I'm so in love with you. It's never hard to get ya in the mood. I got the right touch and you got the right feel. As long as it's me and you. The choice to be committed wasn't hard to deal with.